Hello guys, Greg back with another video. So this is going to be the first in a new series of videos I'm going to do called Cheap But Good Fragrances. Really it's just going to be sort of putting a bit of a spotlight on some of the lesser known fragrances that I've come across that might be worth people trying, that are on the cheaper side but still really perform well. In my collection I've got fragrances running from really cheap up to quite expensive and lots in between. And I've always sort of thought, if you want to spend £500 or 750, £1,000, whatever it might be, as long as you can afford it and you're not leaving your kids naked and starving on the street, then absolutely go out and buy it. And by the same token, on the flip side of that, if the fragrance you really love costs £10, £10, whatever that may be, go out and buy it and and wear it. I like looking at the designer, I love looking at perfumers and all of that sort of stuff, but ultimately the most important thing and what it comes down to is if I personally like it, and all of the other stuff and price tags really doesn't come into that. So onto this fragrance itself. This one is from the house of Gianfranco Ferre and it's called Bergamotto Marino. So this one is a unisex fragrance, but definitely leans more towards masculine as far as I'm concerned. It's released in 2005 and it's an eau de cologne. And the perfumer on this one is Pierre Bourdon. And other fragrances that he's most known for are probably Curos, Live Jazz, Individuel by Mont Blanc, and his most notable creation is this one, and this is why it's in the video, Davidoff's Cool Water. So he's done some really good fragrances. Now Gianfranco Ferre, he's unfortunately no longer with us, but he was an Italian designer and he was dubbed as the architect of fashion. He worked at Christian Dior for several years as a stylistic director. Now, when I was planning to do this video, I looked up Gianfranco Ferre on Fragrantica, and the one thing that I saw that really interested me was that he was known, or his designs were known for being really like rigid designs with clean lines, and specifically he had white shirts that were crisp and simple and elegant, and that for me is struck a chord because that's exactly what this fragrance is like. It's crisp, it's clean, it's elegant. So Ferre has had lots of fragrances. I won't go into many specific ones, but he's worked with lots of really well-known perfumers. Maurice Roussel's done fragrances for the house, so has Oliver Porge, and so has Francis Kurkdjian. So let's have a look at the presentation on this one. You probably notice, well, certainly in my opinion, this bears a quite striking resemblance to the design on Frédéric Malle's Edition de Parfum bottles. It's got the same black background and the same red and white writing on there. Very similar. Hopefully the camera will pick up on this one that you can see imprinted on the label there. It's actually got bergamot fruits, which is quite a nice touch. The top of the bottle just says Ferre. The bottom, let's focus my camera a bit, it's just got some information and a batch number on there. It's a plastic cap, plastic sprayer, and quite a nice spritzer. So the presentation's quite nice. Sorry I haven't got the box for this. Normally I keep all of my boxes. I've no idea where this has gone. I think one of my kids has probably chucked it out or done something with it, but it was just it's a plain black box. But yeah, quite a nice presentation. So let's get into it a bit more and have a look at the description and the notes on here. So the top you've got blackcurrant, melon and bergamot. In the mid you've got neroli, lily of the valley and Egyptian jasmine, and in the base there's amber, musk, oak moss and mahogany. So what I actually get from this, the name of the fragrance is Bergamotto Marino, which would suggest that there's a marine aspect, and I definitely get a marine vibe running throughout the life of this fragrance when it's on my skin. For me it's got an ocean breeze type of accord, and what I also get from this is kind of a seaweed accord. Now that could just be me. It doesn't sound particularly nice, but it actually does smell good. It's just got something in there that's kind of like seaweed. So if you dig into it a bit deeper, the top is all about the bergamot, the neroli and the melon. Some people say they don't get melon from this. Definitely I do. I would say the type of melon smell, it's not, if you imagine cutting a melon in half, it's not that really juicy, fresh middle part of the melon that it smells like. If you were to scoop all of the fruit out, it smells like the bit that's left that you can't quite get to, that's still attached to the rind, and the rind itself. That's the part of the melon that this smells like, in my opinion. So after that, when you go into the mid, I agree with the note breakdown. There's definitely nice floral mid, and particularly the jasmine and the lily that's listed in there. I'm not sure if I pick up anything else, but I definitely get those. Definitely moving into the base, I'll pick up the oak moss and musk. It does have a nice musk accord in the base. And I also get ambergris from this. That's not something that's officially listed, but I'm pretty sure it's in there. I'd definitely pick it up. So in terms of purpose and occasion for this one, it's quite versatile. I'd say probably best for daytime wear. Definitely a summer fragrance. The hotter the better on this one. I would wear it normally when it's 25 degrees Celsius and upwards. It's when it comes into its own and performs best. But I'd say probably shorts and t-shirt type of, when you're wearing that, that's when this one would be the best. Kind of casual shorts and t-shirt. Comparison wise, the main comparison it gets is to Bond No. 9's Fire Island. I can't comment on that because I haven't got my nose on that one yet. It does get compared to several other fragrances, one of which is this, which is why I have put this bottle in the video, Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino. I've talked about that comparison before, and it is minor in my opinion. They're in the same genre, but they don't smell particularly alike. Again, another one that I've just put here, Mugler Cologne, it gets compared to that. I don't really see that comparison, maybe slightly. If I had to compare it to anything, I would say it smells but quite similar to Bergamotto 22 by Le Labo. Nobody else has really made that comparison. Actually, I tell a lie, I think Coach Rob in his video might have said that, so he probably did say that. But definitely for me, that's the fragrance it's most similar to. Performance wise, it's an EDC, but to me, for a citrus based fragrance, it performs just like an EDT. I'll go into the performance a bit more when I do the ratings. Again, price wise, really good value on this one. In the UK, you can pick up a 50ml for about £15, and I'm pretty sure it's about $20 in the US. So ratings wise, and talk a bit more about how it performs in here. So for longevity, in terms of total detectability, if you like, on my skin, anywhere from 6 to 10 hours. It's pretty good for an EDC, so taking everything in consideration, the type of fragrance it is, I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10 for longevity. Projection and sillage, I'll get around 1.5 to 2 hours of noticeable projection and leaving a decent cloud. It does get quite close to the skin after that, so I'll give it 6.5 out of 10. I'm adding a category for a series of videos for rating, and that's value, and you can't argue with the value on this one. It's great value for money. It's 9.5 out of 10. Actual smell, this one fits into the very few people will dislike category. It's not particularly complex, it's not groundbreaking, but it's just very pleasant is the best way to describe it, and I really enjoy it. So I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 for smell. And so the overall mark, everything considered, for Bergamotto Marino is 7.5 out of 10. Definitely worth checking out. Pretty safe bet for a blind buy. Be really surprised if you found this one offensive, and it's only going to cost a few quid if you want to give it a try. So that's the end of the review, guys. There will be future episodes of the Cheap But Good coming up soon. I'm working on quite a lot of different videos that are halfway through, I guess, at the moment, that I will be getting out soon, so keep an eye out for those. Thank you ever so much, as always, for watching and all the comments and everything. Please do rate, comment and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you soon with another video. Cheers, guys. Bye.